here I am again with an interesting piece. The sla047j1, Seiko Prospex Marine Master 300, 140th anniversary. This is in commemoration of the founding of the Seiko brand back in 1881. And this came out in March 2021 and comprised 3 watches. This MM300, then there was an MM200 and a sumo chronograph, I guess you could call it, all in this beautiful green color, which as you can see, it basically changes from an almost black dark face to a radiant green, which is based on the mangroves at the Iriomote dive spot in Okinawa, and the golden seconds hand, or this golden shimmer it has, is supposed to represent the sunrise over the mangroves of Iriomote. So that's quite a nice storyline that Seiko is selling here with this watch. It's an upgraded Marine Master, if you could call it that. It has a sapphire crystal, a flat sapphire crystal, which is domed on the inside, single domed, and flat on the top. As you can see, has some distortions. We have, of course, a ceramic bezel insert, zirconia ceramic bezel insert. So both in combination are very scratch resistant. The dimensions of this watch are, as in the past, 44.3 millimeter width. We have 15.4 millimeter thickness, and almost 50 millimeter lug to lug. So it's a big, thick watch. It's a tank, actually, if you look at it. Massive built watch. Very, very stunning. If you get it, if you get to see it live, and you have other Seikos in comparison, you really understand where that finishing advantage of that edge comes from, or where you can see it. It really does look simply crisper and perfect, almost perfect. I guess you can still find some things to gripe about, but compared to a normal turtle or even the MM200, the latest one, this is a real step upwards. It has an 8L35 movement, so this movement is based on a Grand Seiko 9S55 movement. Of course, it's a Seiko movement in this case, and it's hand assembled out of 192 pieces in Shizuku Itsu watch studio. So handcrafted, all these micro parts produced with MEMS technology, so a very modern, precise technology. The beat, it has 28,800 beats per hour, and 26 joules, and it has plus 10 minus 15 seconds accuracy per day. So automatics can never compare with the accuracy of a quartz movement, but for an automatic movement, that is pretty good. We have a really heavy, big bezel, as you can see, a coined edge there, and this bezel insert in ceramic, and you can see a very clear loom pip at the 12 o'clock position. This is heavily loomed, and the 10-minute position and the 20-minute position are also loomed. So in the dark, you actually get a reading of this upside down triangle plus the first 20 minutes. Let's say we have a signed crown here. We have a screw down crown with this Prospex sign. As I understand, Seiko's going that the new direction is that those watches with a signed crown will be on the let's say of the higher quality or higher priced watches. The lower priced watches will not carry a signed crown. That's what I understand. We'll see whether that is true or not. So the interesting thing about the crown, and for you, when you open it, I don't know whether someone can explain that. I couldn't find anything about it. So if you pull it out, first step, of course, would be the date. And then if you pull it out again, it's the time. And funny, if you turn it if you turn it clockwise, the hand goes anti-clockwise. And if you compare that with, for example, the MM300, when you do the same thing, the hands turn clockwise, which is the normal kind of direction that most watches I know have. So suddenly it's like left-hand drive, right-hand drive. I'm not sure what the purpose is. It's probably related to the mechanics of the movement. But it does. You realize it the first time you said it that it's somehow moving in the wrong direction. The bracelet is a stainless steel bracelet, and honestly, the bracelet is really good. I really like this bracelet. We have a fold-over clasp. We have this milled clasp. And interesting here, this mechanism, when you pull this back, then you can, this has a ratchet which actually extends. That's a really, that's a real dive extension. That's how it should work. Not all this funny fold over stuff that you see on other, more basic models. That's really cool. And actually, there were complaints of people when they put it on that it always somehow slips and moves. And I find it very good when you put it on. It'll be let's say looser, and then once you've got it on your wrist, you just basically push it in, and it's you get the perfect fit there. So I really think that makes sense. This has a monoblock construction, so as you can see, there's no case back at the bottom there, nothing to screw down. It's all assembled from the top, and the bottom is basically just one big block of metal, which obviously is or makes the watch less risk of water getting in there, the less openings or let's say less risk of water entering. Beautifully finished, these almost Zaratsu-like. I don't know whether we can call it Zaratsu, because Zaratsu usually would be Grand Seiko, but I mean, look at that. It's really mirror-like finishing. It's absolutely amazing. We have the top of the case and the bottom of the case, and then we have this hairline brushed bevel, which separates top and bottom. Beautifully done. We have brushed upper part of the case, so very precisely done, and just it just looks good and feels amazing in terms of you really get to acknowledge and appreciate the work that goes into this to really get this kind of this quality finishing. So the bezel, 120 click unidirectional, has a good feel to it, very consistent click, slight gasket drag. I mean, it's not that clickety clack like metal. It really has a subdued, like quality, like a precision instrument kind of sound and feel. So absolutely amazing. Really like this bezel. The action is really good, and of course it lines up. Yeah, that's really good. The hands, really quite simple, nothing fancy. Loom applied, just Luma Bright, our proprietary Seiko loom, in the quality as we know it and expect it and love it. So it really shines. Actually, this is limited to 3,000 pieces, so it's a limited edition. Although it's not, it doesn't carry the number, the exact number here, so you have to basically use this the serial number to identify which number this watch really carries out of the 3,000. This one here is 25, number 25. Yeah, that more or less sums it up. Guys, have a nice day. Thanks for listening. Peace out. Bye. Here's the loom shot, the MM300. Yep. Beautiful. And you can see the first 20 minutes have loom applied. Perfect.